In this session, we examine the anatomy of an inner war. Drawing on A Course in Miracles, we will visually map how self-attack arises, how the ego defends itself, and how these dynamics can be reversed. Our objective is educational, to understand the mechanics of conflict so we can consciously choose a return to peace. The battlefield of this war is entirely internal. The mind split when it tried to separate from its spiritual source, yet it could never fully detach from that source of creative power. This split generates a constant tension between the ego we made and the spirit that was created in unity, producing an ongoing inner war. To navigate this conflict, we must diagnose the two inner voices. The ego, born of separation, speaks in fear, guilt, and attack, focused on past and future. The spirit, created in perfect unity, communicates through love, joy, and peace, operating only in the present. One voice maintains division, the other seeks atonement and restored connection. When guilt feels intolerable, the mind projects it outward. First, the motive, to hide guilt by disowning it. Second, the mechanism. Projection shapes perception, so what we reject in ourselves, we see in others. Third, the result. We attack the image outside us, forgetting the conflict began within, and we turn a private fracture into an external enemy. The ego survives through a repeating cycle. It starts with belief in separation from our source. That belief is interpreted as an attack, generating deep guilt. Guilt then demands fear, expecting punishment. To escape this fear, the mind projects guilt onto others and attacks, which seems to prove its own guilt and restarts the entire loop. Relationships become a key arena for this war. In the ego's ritual, we seek another person to complete us, trading selves and sacrificing authenticity, which inevitably produces guilt and imbalance. The spirit's answer is the holy relationship, grounded in equality and shared healing, where both extend wholeness and the relationship becomes a space of restoration. Several barricades appear to guard this conflict. First, the ego fears peace because peace would dissolve its identity. Second, we overvalue the body, anchoring the mind in separation and vulnerability. Third, the attraction of death frames punishment as necessary. Yet all these barriers are illusions. Genuine peace quietly extends beyond them without opposition. The ego's timeline is built from past guilt and future fear. The holy instant interrupts this pattern. It is a moment in which the past is fully released, allowing us to see others as they are now, not as projections of old grievances. In this suspended instant, the mind directly experiences the unfiltered reality of love. To end the inner war, we need a defense that never attacks. This is the atonement. Rather than protecting illusions, it protects truth by exposing separation as something that never truly occurred. In accepting atonement, we replace punishment with correction. Recognizing that what seemed to happen in the dream of conflict has no power over reality. The journey concludes with a return to our natural state. When the mind stops trading in guilt and accepts its inherent innocence, peace becomes the only logical outcome. The supposed split between selves dissolves, and the ego's shifting play of light and darkness ends. We recognize we have always been at home in a shared rest with God.